Greetings, my fellow freedom lovers and sovereign thinkers. Thank you for tuning in to LL3 Podcast. My name is Craig, transmitting from the beautiful swampy Mandeville, South Florida, and today's date is Friday, January 22nd, 2021. Almost got myself tongue-tied there. It's 2021 to be exact. Forgive me. Well. It looks like there's some controversies going on with the military and Joe Biden. Is Joe Biden the commander-in-chief? It's a double-edged sword, folks. Can it be martial law if possible? Because everyone knows one thing. Joe Biden is well disrespected in that demented cesspool, which is known as Washington, D.C. And have the audacity to take down Andrew Jackson portrait and use Cesar Chavez. But people may tell me Andrew Jackson was a racist and he slaughtered Indians. I'm not saying anything like that at all. But at least the man took the chance to get rid of a central bank. That's what you want? You want central banksters to rule your lives, folks? Within this nation and beyond? I understand pros and cons of a lot of these individuals, even myself. I've read what Alexander Hamilton done after the Federalist Papers, and I'm not too pleased with a lot of his stuff he tried to achieve. We got to look at the pros and cons. That's what about studying history all it really is. You got to look at all elements, not one way. Remember, it's all run by human beings. Society, government, and us, the rank and file. Civilians, they want to call us. Shoot. Sounds like some category, right? It's all one thing categories. The oppressed and the oppressors. Ethno privileges and you got people out there are sucking it up and go, yeah! Look at you! You got more privileges than me! You know, like a lot of the folks out there never took the initiative going to earn their merits. They want things handed to them on a silver platter. So it looks like more people will be out of work when they take out the Keystone Pipeline. And I like to have my controversy with that too, the pros and cons. There's things I'm not too fond of. But how I look at this, folks, decentralization is the key to liberty. Too many people want everything handed to them, even the ones in Florida. I want my vaccines now. I want it now. I'm special. Please. Where's your moral obligations? In the toilet while taking a dump? Yeah, we all have our imperfect lives. That's what part of being a human being is. I made my errors too. Others, they dwell on it. Me, I'll learn and share with others what not to do, even from their fallacies. But the truth of the matter is, it's not the end. Everyone's worried about it's all going to be the magic wand theory, right, with Joe Biden. Look, like I told people, he's just a white privileged glam boy, the first white privileged president in U.S. history, as far as I'm concerned, in my own humble opinion. Then you got Kamala Harris, the first null and void vice president. Not natural, an unnatural born citizen. She may be born in California, but her parents were never citizens of this nation. If you could prove that to me, that is not true, show me documented facts that I may reconsider. However, she is a proud, oath-breaking sap. All these political pundits and experts believe they're smarter than everybody else. When you have people criticize, when you see someone being criticized, they had a little goofy, immature little kid face. Hey, you know what? You avoid them like a plague. But you got one in the office. You got one who's the president of the Senate. And that's true who Dr. Walter Williams was. Williams would call her ass out immediately, call her a total fraud. And I believe Rosa Parks would do the same thing if she was alive today. Yes, I am convinced. She's nothing more than a glamour girl that think everything should revolve around her. Some people may call her a whore. Or Dob privilege, right? Dob privilege Harris. Dob means prostitute. D-A-W-B. There's some strong claims to that matter as well. Well, things are coming to light. And people are being in trouble for it. There's a lot of political prisoners right now are serving time right now for standing for what was right. It doesn't matter what color their skin are, or what their creed is. There's no such thing as ethno-privilege. To me, that's not more than a blatant deception. And all you folks that's trying to manifest it, you're a bunch of suckers. Swindled and house and field peasants. But it's always the light to salvation in their own personal avenues. So what I'm going to be doing today is a couple of articles I'm going to talk about. And I'll take a chance to look into this. So this one here came up from the Sun Sentinel today, believe it or not. Caught my eye. It says here, they are not Nancy Pelosi's servants. Governor Ron DeSantis orders National Guard home. As we read here, Governor DeSantis has ordered more than 600 National Florida Guard soldiers to return home from Washington following reports that troops were banished from U.S. Capitol buildings to a parking garage. DeSantis blasted the treatment of soldiers in the nation's capital during an appearance Friday morning on Fox and Friends. DeSantis called the assignment a half-cocked mission at this point and took aim at Democrat U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, which should be called the sedition speaker. Okay? Sedition speaker. That's what I call her. They are soldiers, DeSantis. They are not Nancy Pelosi's servants. And who the hell, if that's the case, who the hell Nancy Pelosi thinks she is, she can run the military? She's no commander-in-chief. Go drink your vodka and pop your pills. You may go pop some more pills there, Nancy. You're too damn distorted, as far as I'm concerned. About 26,000 National Guard soldiers were stationed in Washington following the January 6th riot at the U.S. Capitol. Even before the controversy, 15,000 troops assigned to the Capitol were sent to return home within 10 days, according to the National Guard Bureau. So there's a tweet on what Ron DeSantis did. Top lawmakers from both parties took Twitter to criticize the U.S. Capitol Police for ordering troops to vacate Capitol buildings. They demand the situation be remedied. U.S. Democratic U.S. Senator Tammy Duckworth, who lost both her legs in combat, wrote in a tweet, "I am demanding answers ASAP. They can use my office." See? Like I said, folks, there's people in there from different parties have principles I can respect. Okay? So, I'll continue on here. One union has been resting in the Driskin Senate office building was abruptly told to leave on Thursday. A political report about 5,000 troops went sent to a nearby parking garage without internet service, only one electrical outlet with one bathroom with two stalls. According to the political report, one National Guard member told Politico the unit has been banished. By late Thursday night, troops were allowed back into the Capitol. And here's a tweet, but Senator Tammy Duckworth has to say, "I can't believe the same brave servicemen we've been asking to protect our Capitol and our Constitution these last 2 weeks would be unceremoniously ordered to vacate the building and I demand answers ASAP. They can use my office." Thank you, Senator Duckworth. I may have to do my checks on you to make sure you do things constitutionally. If not, I will criticize you as well, honorably, on principles. That's to everyone, all these so-called elected servants. I say so-called because you got people that believe they're above everybody else, and we're considered numbers to them, and they're not. So I'll continue on here. DeSantis also took issue with the FBI vetting soldiers for extremist beliefs in response to fears of an insider attack against Joe Biden's inauguration on Wednesday. In Florida, we not let them go into their political beliefs, he said. I thought this was totally inappropriate. I thought it was very disrespectful for the people who are clearly patriots. 12 National Guard members were removed from the assignment, including 2 who had made extremist statements in post or text, according to the Department of Defense. Well, they all want to be a little choosy, I see. Here's the thing, folks. Even with the so-called insurrection, I told everyone it was done internally. And I knew it was a socially engineered event. President Trump's a fall guy, whether you like it or not. He wasn't the mastermind. If you buy that, you're a damn fool. You haven't learned anything from 9/11. Okay? Think about that. You haven't learned a confounded thing from September 11, 2001. The Hegelian dialect. Problem, reaction, solution. Yes, folks have passed from some police officers and one supporter. Yeah, it was horrific. I find that disturbing. But I had to take the initiative to look at these citizen journalists. It was all done by design. And I got to look at the other end too. All those career politicians got what was coming. Years of habitual contempt under the rule of law, or other words, breaching their oath of office. And it was funny because even the impeachment, totally illegal, another bill of attainder, and all the idiots say, well, yeah, impeach them. You're just as dumb as them. You failed your civic duties. You are not considered citizens or registered voters, but a bunch of imposters. Some people may know they may not like it. I don't care. It's just a confounded truth. I'm not here to condemn, but let people know. You failed your obligations. You rely on social media garbage, face value, but don't look at the fine print. You're brainwashed by saying, I support my party. The party is my chosen one. That's vice versa. 2 wings from the same buzzard, the vulture. Who's pulling the strings from either side, right? Absolutely. As far as I'm concerned, both political parties are dead. They're in complete turmoil, and I know I'm digressing. And sorry if I went out of context on this article, please. I just had to things that just popped out of my mind. And what's funny because you got all these folks on Facebook saying they're national troops. He can't do that. Yes, he can. Do your job while I sit there with my thumb on my rear end. Bring the vaccines now. All these Palmolive individuals, all they want are like beggars. Master, give me something. All these social media critics, right? And I'll tell you this: I'm critical towards Ron DeSantis on certain areas, and I have no regrets because I stayed on my principles. But I'll say this for sure: he's right, whether you like him or not. He did the right thing. When I seen those National Guard troops sitting in the Capitol on the whole cold concrete floor, then there was reports that go into the garage. That's blasphemy, folks. That is insulting to every single one of us. That's right. If you can't handle it, too bad. It's degraded every state. Here's the thing. the people, the Nancy Pelosi and her lackeys, they're way out of touch, and they're getting a taste of their own medicine. They're afraid of their own shadows. They love dishing out but hate receiving. However, Governor DeSantis did the right thing. Because if you read Article 4, Section 1 of the Florida Constitution, it says here about the governor. If I'm looking at I believe it's Section A. I'm sorry about that, folks. Yeah, Section 1, subsection A. Says here about the governor, the supreme executive power shall be vested in a governor who shall be the commander-in-chief of all military forces of the state, not in active service of the United States. Okay? That means the National Guard, Florida National Guard, the commander-in-chief is Governor Ron DeSantis. Regardless if you agree with him or not, he is in the right. All you gotta do is read instead of flapping your gun like a bunch of beakers on keyboards. That's all you are. I'm like reading some of the comments on Facebook, like a bunch of little overgrown children. Pathetic. Unmerited, to be exact. Okay, that's the first sentence. All right? And it got relayed to him. He did the right thing. And subsection D, the governor shall have the power to call out the militia to preserve the public peace, execute the laws of the state, suppress insurrection, or repel invasion. Yeah. Militias are legal in Florida, as long as on the state level. If you read Article 10, Section 2 of the state constitution, it talks about that. Yes, militias are legal in Florida. Who cares what these statutes are? As long as it's under the guidelines of the Florida Constitution, militias are legit. If it's trying to overthrow it, it's a whole different ballgame. But it's got to be by the book. That's it. So yeah, Governor DeSantis was right. That's all I have to say about that. I'm going to do one more here. It's in reference to Dr. Simone. She says is from the Principal Scientific International. Principal-scientific.com came out yesterday. FBI arrests CDC COVID critic Dr. Simone Gold. It's written by Jim Hoft. On Monday, Dr. Simone was arrested after she was filmed inside the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. Dr. Simone is not Antifa. She not cause any damage. She stood with a megaphone and spoke out against the insane U.S. COVID policies. Dr. Simone Gold led a team of doctors called America's Frontline Doctors, called the group that challenged COVID prevention strategy in America back in July in Washington, D.C. The frontline doctors from across met in Washington, D.C. to dispel the misinformation and myths surrounding the coronavirus. The group was concerned with the disinformation campaign being played out in the far-left media today. The group also promoted the use of hydrochloroquine as a life-saving medication in treating the coronavirus. The American left trashed the doctors and tech giants, blocked their content from the internet. The American left hates to be confronted on their lies, and for months they went after Dr. Simone and other doctors to ruin their reputation. Dr. Simone was fired for speaking on the benefits of treating the coronavirus with hydrochloroquine. There have been 230 international medical studies to date that find a 67% success rate using hydrochloroquine for the treatment of COVID. Dr. Simone was in Washington, D.C. on January 5th and 6th and spoke on the 5th at the Freedom Plaza. Dr. Simone later entered the U.S. Capitol on January 6th and delivered her same medical speech with the bullhorn from the inside of the U.S. Capitol. From this, Dr. Simone was placed in the front row of the FBI's most wanted list. Dr. Simone committed no acts of violence. She only wanted to push her medical opinion to the coronavirus. The FBI could no longer be trusted. The Daily Beast reported, according to a criminal report filed against Gold and Strand, federal authorities were tipped off to the pair's attendance by the Washington Post article. In a 30-second video, Gold can be seen speaking in the rotunda while two police officers stand behind her, gesturing at her and others to leave. While most of her speech is inaudible in the video, Gold can be heard saying, "I'm a mom and a massive medical establishment. I can certainly speak to the place that I was, and it was most emphatically was not a riot," Gold told the Post, adding she gave the same speech during a January 5th rally for Trump supporters, where I was incredibly peaceful. Gold said she does not regret being there, as her presence at the riots will distract from her work for America's frontline doctors, a group that pushed misinformation about COVID-19 and the vaccine. 5 people died and dozens were injured during the riots as thousands of MAGA supporters stormed into the Capitol and forced elected leaders to go into hiding for hours. This is from you can read more from the Gateway Pundit. Yeah, definitely check that out. Well, folks, you probably get it for misdemeanors, but no big felonies. Like I said before, it was done by design. It was a trap. But others took that chance to go in and speak their mind. That's why I say it was a double-edged sword. And I'm not there to condemn these people for doing things honorably. I'm critical of the ones that try to be violent. Yeah, I'm not going to refute that. Even with John Schaefer, okay? Right now he's been accused of violence. Accused. He has bear spray. Okay. I'm just wondering, was there any evidence he actually sprayed it on people? That's the question. They try to mock him as a wicked man. But at least, like I told people, at least he has the guts to be there. With all you little pencil-pushing peasants that were critical of him, and say, I'm not going to listen to Ice Stars or John Schaefer's music ever again. You're not a bunch of metalheads. You're a bunch of posers. You should just play the Tootsie Roll in your room all day long. That's what you're good for. So the game's on, folks. Technocracy versus liberty worldwide. Speaking the truth is considered treason in an empire of lies. That's what Ron Paul has to say. And of course, we all know Dr. Walter Williams will call those technocrats out and many other liberty-minded people out there. So whatever you do, folks, don't fall for the propaganda machine. Never step in your own bear trap. Seek the truth. One way or the other shall set you free and infuriate your adversaries. Remember, we can be the cockroaches out there. To them, you can't kill us all. Decentralization is the key to liberty. And that will be it. I thank everyone for listening. Plus, feel free to download and share this about your social media networks. If you have any questions, comments, and something interesting you want to check out, whatever you do, please send your correspondence to the quorum. Furthermore, I'll leave the footnotes of these articles on my Spreaker page. If you have any, if you want to contact me, hit me at lookyourluck3@protonmail.com. Omit the Gmail account, okay? Just hit me at the Proton Mail. It'll be a lot better. I'll use that more, so. Or if you want to send some donations, you can hit me at paypal.me or cash.app/lookyourluck3. Send some donations to some of these articles, to like the Gateway Pundit, Scientific Persona. Send them some love too. It'd be awesome. And even to Dr. Simone, Gold, and anyone else that are liberty fighters or political prisoners. All right, well, I'm going to play you a song from a friend of mine, John Bloodclot Joseph McGowan. That's come to Krishna Irish lad from the Lower East Side. Good man. I love him to death. And always pay my homage to him. Good person. Caring. Stick to his principles. Has that no Lower East Side lingo, of course, too. It makes me really, I just love chatting with them. So the song he just released, and I know the album it has a different lineup now from Bloodclot, and it's a song called Save the Robots. You can all relate to it. I'll play that. So once again, thank you for your time. But always remember that demoniac resistance is healthy for the soul and can liberate humanity. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Keep on spreading the love. And may your guardian spirits be with you.